What's up? My name is Nikki Simmons, and today I'm back with the final episode in a month-long series I've been doing on my channel where I show you how I record a cover from start to finish for YouTube. If you missed the first 3 parts in the series, don't worry, I linked them all in the description so you can start binging on them immediately. Along with all of my juicy tips and secrets, in this series I also showed you how to get your music online and make lots of money from it using DistroKid. If you don't already know, DistroKid is the shiny new standard for online music distribution. They let you keep all the profits from your music and upload as many songs as you want for only a small annual membership fee. They also make it easy to pay collaborators and get paid for collaborations you've done using teams, and get more followers on Spotify using their hyperfollow tool. If you're a musician and you want to grow your following on Spotify, hyperfollow is an ingenious way to do that, and it literally takes only 2 minutes to do. Go to your settings, which is the little gear icon, scroll down and click hyperfollow, find the release you want to promote, and you'll see that DistroKid has made a beautiful page that you can share across all your social media accounts. Whenever your listeners click right here, not only are they saving your upcoming release, they're now also following you on Spotify. Another great thing about hyperfollow is when listeners click to save your release, it also automatically adds your music to their Spotify library, which means they can listen to you again and again off of just that one click. You'll also get cool insights like the geographical location of your listeners and what other artists they're listening to. Hyperfollow. It's the click that keeps on giving. And just another reason why DistroKid is blazing new trails in digital music distribution. So that song comes out next Monday. You know what else comes out on Monday? The video. So let's get editing. Okay, so I use Final Cut Pro to edit all of my videos. There's a ton of other video editing software out there for Mac and PC, but I'm most familiar with Final Cut Pro, so that's what I'm gonna be using today to edit this video. I start by taking all of the video footage and loading it into Final Cut Pro and lining it up with the audio track. So this takes a little while to do, which is why I did it off camera, but in case you don't know how to do this, I'm gonna show you how I do it with one video file. So let's say this video file just isn't lined up anymore. So what you're gonna do is look at the waveform of the MP3 and then look at the waveform of the video and try to match those up as much as possible. You might have to zoom in for this, and I also find it really helpful to kind of like load my cursor in right at the beginning of it, so then I can kind of just drag the video to that line, if that makes sense. So I think that's just about as good as it's going to get lined up right there, so that one is now lined up, as are all of the other ones. I did a fair amount of takes because I like to have a lot to choose from when I'm editing. I'm a bit of an overdoer and an over-preparer when it comes to my music and my videos. There's a saying that I picked up since living in England, and it's become my new mantra for life. I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So I always do a little bit more than I need just in case. So in between all of the shots of me singing, there will also be shots of Ryan playing guitar, but I just wanted to keep this video as simple as possible, so I'm only going to show you how I edit between my takes. So after I have all the footage loaded in and lined up, I kill all of the audio attached to the video files because the only thing we need to hear is the MP3, and you don't want to be distracted by any of the sounds from the filming process. So from here, I just kind of start watching the footage and seeing what I like and what I want in the video. I'm gonna go ahead and skip to the verse part because, like I said, I'm gonna have shots of Ryan playing guitar, so I probably won't be in the intro of the song at all, so let's get to the verse. I don't know whether I want to start with a close-up or a long shot, so I'm just gonna kind of look through and see which one really sticks out to me to be the opening shot. I like that one. If you hear like a fan noise in the background, it's because I'm screen recording and editing a video with like 40 video tracks on Final Cut Pro, and my computer is just like, we're gonna be okay. Ooh, I like this. So the way I edit my videos, I always do lots of cuts because I think it's more interesting than just like long, drawn out shots of the same thing. So I'm like cutting between shots like every couple words. Just whenever I see an opportunity to switch between that's gonna be like a smooth, sick, like music video like transition, I'm gonna do it. So let's see if we can't make one happen between this and a close-up shot. Mute that. Actually kind of want to cut it on feelings, I think. Yeah, that's alright, I like that. Sick. we're getting there. So if you look between these two shots, my eyes are starting to open at the end of this one, and in the next one, they're still closed, which is actually an easy fix because all I have to do is drag back this clip a little bit more to where my eyes were still closed. So now at the end of this first one and the beginning of the next one, my eyes will be closed in both, so it'll be a nice smooth transition between the shots. So it kind of looks like more than one camera filmed the same performance, if that makes sense. So let's take a look at what we've pieced together so far.
Can't explain all the feelings that you're making me feel. My heart's in overdrive and you're behind the steering wheel.
So I've just cut between these two shots because I don't want it to be too dramatic in the verse because then I won't have anything to build up to in the chorus. So I kind of like how it's just between these two close-up shots, very simple, but in the chorus I'm going to rock it out a little bit more. So let's skip ahead to that part. I like that one, kind of. Ooh, I like this one. That's a good starting off point. Cut right there. Yeah. Touching you, gotcha, cut. Touching me, yeah. Nah. Good place to cut. Let's try to use a bit from one of the long shots in the chorus. Not bad, not good. Cut there. I think right there is a good place to cut it. So now I'm gonna try to fit in a shot with the third angle to kind of make it a bit more interesting and exciting. I always do just like a lot of comps in the chorus because I just think it makes it more exciting to watch. I think this is okay. So right now I'm doing a cut in between each line because I think that's what looks the best so far. But sometimes I cut in between words as well, or if it's like a really long drawn out note, sometimes I'll do a cut in the middle of it for like dramatic effect. It kind of just depends on the footage that I got and how it looks with each other, if that makes sense. I always do cuts that I think are the most dramatic and the most eye-catching, so it really does depend on how good of a job I did filming. Ugh, my hair looks like trash in that shot. Ew! Look at my bangs, they're like sweaty. No, I think this looks good. Good point to cut right there. That's a good take. I'm gonna try to get a cut between the note on love. Love! Yeah, somewhere in there because I think it's boring just to watch one take of me singing that long note, so we'll chop it up a bit. Yeah, so I think that's gonna be the first chorus. So normally what I'll do is go through the entire song and cut it the same way. It usually takes me around 2 to 3 hours to edit a video from start to finish. I'll probably finish the rest of this off camera, but I want to move on to coloring right now. Alright, so I've gotten rid of everything else, and this is essentially our comp for the first chorus. So what I do next is I select all of the files in the comp, and I make them into a compound clip by right-clicking and selecting new compound clip. Whatever you want to call it, sure. And so that just means all of these clips are now linked together as one clip. So I'm very basic when it comes to coloring my videos. I have a few friends who do really amazing work color correcting video footage, but I personally don't have the skills or the patience to go really in depth with it. I have a lot of presets, a couple that I've made myself and the rest that I've downloaded online, and I use them to essentially put a filter on all of my video footage. So this is one I made about a year ago, and I've been using it pretty regularly on my videos because I like the technicolory look of it. So now I might go back in and add another color correction to it. You can mess with the saturation and the exposure, just little tweaks. So once I'm satisfied with the cut and color of my video, I watch it a few times to make sure there's nothing glaringly wrong, and then I take a little bit of time away. When you've been working on something for a long time, I think it's good to give yourself a break and then come back with fresh eyes to review your work. I I always do this to make sure I'm not rushing to put something out that I'm not entirely satisfied with. Usually when I look at it again, I notice 1 or 2 small mistakes or things I would change. I had a video about a month ago where I didn't go back and check to see if there was anything wrong, and there was a big old mistake left in it, and now there's nothing I can do to change it. So always review your footage before it goes live. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you again to DistroKid for sponsoring this series on my channel. I mean loathe entirely the business side of the music industry and dealing with all the logistics of getting my music online. Ugh. But DistroKid makes it so easy and so painless to upload your songs, keep tabs on your stats, and get paid fast. So if you've watched this entire series and you haven't signed up for DistroKid yet, like, what are you actually waiting for? Help yourself to 7% off your membership to an easy, no-stress music distribution experience by clicking the link in the description below. You'll thank me later. I hope you guys enjoyed these videos because I've actually been toying with the idea of doing more series-style content on my channel. Let me know in the comments what other things you think would make a good series. I've kind of already started filming one that's gonna be coming out later on this year. If you like this video and you want to see more just like it, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and be sure to click that little notification bell so you don't miss any updates from me. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram so you can see some more of my crazy shenanigans. Anyone who already follows me on Instagram knows that my stories are legendary and my keks are top. Thank you so much again for watching. I cannot wait to see you next time.